used to call me Crazy Joe, but now they can call me Batman.
Good morning. Welcome back to Crazy Joe Adventures. It's Crazy Joe coming to you from Baltimore. I'm in Baltimore, and we're checking out the Jim Henson Exhibition at the, what's this place called? Maryland Center for History and Culture. I gotta admit, man, I'm a little bummed out. I really wish I wasn't here alone. This is the kind of thing you want to experience with a friend. But unfortunately, I'm here alone today. I wish somebody else was here.
Here? Here?
What?
I thought somebody else was here.
My lord!
Is this the right here or the wrong here?
It's Chris from Muppet Stuff. Hey, we should go in there because I think they're going to have
Muppet Stuff?
Muppet Stuff.
No way!
Let's check this out.
Let's do it.
Let's get crazy. All right, we have to come down into this weird parking lot in order to get to the museum. But check that out. We got a welcome lovers and dreamers. Am I a lover or a dreamer? Or both? I don't know.
Be my dreamer, wanna be my dreamer. Wanna be my dreamer.
Sun's like totally washing you out right there.
Be my dreamer, wanna be my dreamer.
Oh no!
The joke was so bad, they locked me up.
All right, let's go into this long, dark parking lot. Hey, sometimes you got to go. Got to go. Here we are, Maryland Center for History and Culture. I just hope this place isn't disgracefully lacking in culture.
It's disgracefully lacking in culture. Disgracefully.
Disgracefully. Yes. How do you get in? Hey, there it is.
Yes.
And when we come in, the check-in. Look at this.
There's a bigger one with like the seating and then there's a smaller one. And next to the smaller
another one
one, there's a panel
over here.
text and museum
Signage.
panel.
This one's got.
There's a remote.
This one's a little
kind
more
of
fraggly.
on top of that. Perfect. And that controls all here. I'll check in.
We got some plush items you can get in the gift shop. Look at that. It's like they're encased in carbonite. Can't really see everything well from the top because there's a glare. The Labyrinth Bestiary.
So you can take these stairs up.
There you go. Looks better that way. There you go. Checking out the merch in the gift shop. Look at this. We got Jim Henson Exhibition mugs. 2 different color handles. You can get red or orange. And there's a couple books here. Jim Henson in Philosophy. Sesame Street and the Reform of Children's Television. And over here, there's a lot of plush. A whole lot of plush. I won't show off all the plush because, you know, we just did the Sesame. Oh, look, there's a blue color too. But we just did the Sesame Place store. So you've probably gotten your fill of Sesame Street plush. This one is tempting though. Look at this, the mug. Fraggle Rock mug. Unfortunately, it looks too small for me. Yeah, 11-ounce mug. I don't buy 11-ounce mugs because I need more coffee than that. Honestly, the Henson exhibition mug looks nicer size-wise, but it's a good design. Over here, they got these exclusive sweatshirts. Look at that. I'd probably be more interested if it was a T-shirt, but it's a good design. Except I don't know. I don't think I like Fozzie without his hat. His head's too pointy. He needs that hat on there.
What's your point, Joe? What's your point?
How do you feel about hatless Fozzie?
Do you have a problem with the bald, Joe? Do you have a problem with the bald? That's baldest right there. That's what that is.
It's pointiest. His head is pointy.
I see your point.
Check this out. We got dark crystal magnets. Yeah, there you go. The Labyrinth Visual History. I don't have this one. I got the dark crystal one, but I don't have that one. And what is this?
Those are tarot cards. I can see these in your future. You buy these and you can see them on your shelf in your future.
It's a tarot deck. A tarot.
Like a carrot. You eat the future. Each card tells you how to eat the future.
It's pronounced like parrot.
Correct.
Parrot. And then here's a bucket of buttons. Look at all that. Got some buttons in there. There you go. Cool stuff. Get some dark crystal mugs too. Dark crystal posters. I do love the dark crystal. I stepped outside of the gift shop for a second. Just the outside. This is a very ornate looking exterior for the gift shop. Look at that. It's really nice. It's a really nice design. And then here's the door. This is where we came in. But I like that. I like that setup. They also have some free books out here. Nothing really of interest to me, but these are freebies. It's pretty cool that they offer things like that. All right, so we went to the museum store first because we heard some of the merchandise was running low. We wanted to make sure, we got anything we wanted. I didn't buy anything, Chris did, but we're going to the second floor. There it is. That is our next stop, the Jim Henson Exhibition. Imagination Unlimited. So we're here for the Henson exhibit, but I got to admit, the Bozo Brothers Circus on 3 has me intrigued. I don't know what that is, but I kind of want to know. Do you want to know what the Bozo Brothers Circus is?
I'm surprised we're not part of the Bozo Brothers Circus. Why didn't they ask us to be a part of it? Because we're definitely a couple of Bozo brothers.
We're not brothers.
I mean,
the first part's right.
I mean, we can be brothers. You know me, my brother?
They got this mural here. Check out this mural. Jim Henson's Maryland Legacy. Look at this. A lot of people signed this. Are we allowed to sign this?
I'm sure we have to.
You are not Mickey Mouse. You are a rat. Love the Muppets. Holly. Someone. I love Muppets. Look at this. A lot of people drew pictures. It's not easy being green. Oh, there's the worm from Labyrinth. Hello.
Hello. Did you say hello? No, I said hello, but it's close enough.
Yeah, there he is. Hello. How do I love the Muppets? Let me count the ways. Look at this. This is pretty cool. I think a lot of people. Look, there's Uric from Sam and Friends. Did all fans? Was this all fans drew this, or was this?
Yeah, there's Popeye. I mean, obviously no.
Is this pre-printed on there?
No, like, this is people drew this on here.
No, I don't know. It feels very smooth. I think this might be pre-printed.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know. It's very cool though.
Well, I mean, they have Jim Henson's most famous creation, Popeye, over here.
They got Kenny. There's Kenny from South Park.
They killed him, of course.
There's Super Grover.
You got that Fallout person. They got Garfield. I mean, obviously, all of Henson's most famous creations.
I think Richie Rich is there. Richie Rich. It's wild. Yeah, that's. But there you go. Look at that. And there's a picture of the Henson statue at the University of Maryland. I visited that statue. Here's a picture. Right here. This is the other side of the mural. Look at this. We got Jim Henson here, and I hope to God that's Gonzo. I hope that's Gonzo. It looks semi-obscure. It says Killjoy next to him. And then the same semi-obscure picture is on his hand. So I don't know. Did I say obscure? I meant obscene. I'm using the wrong word. It looks semi-obscene.
But Gobo was here, so it's okay.
Yes, Gobo was here, and so was Nick. Nick was here. A lot of people were here, apparently. But hands-free. This guy's hands-free. Yeah. That guy's on a hand. This guy's hands-free up here. No, I lost it. This guy's hands-free, and this guy's on a hand.
But this guy's on fire. So. Here's Elmo on fire. No, see, I think you can draw on it. There's
oh, look, yeah, you found the pencils.
There's the pencils.
Oh, look. Can you draw on it? Yep. There you go. Take a look. Gobo was here, and Nick was here, and also Crazy Joe was here. Yeah, you can barely see it. Mobtown. Looking at a Sesame Street montage as we come in. Oh.
That's my favorite Sesame Street characters, by the way.
Yes, mine too. I like Ralph. I like Ralph when he comes out and he counts things.
From the trash can, right?
Yeah. No, he was on Sesame Street. He did one of the counting bits where he was like, 8 kittens or something. You know? I don't remember what it was, or 8 puppies. Or
I have to turn in my Muppet badge. I gotta just hand this in.
See, you don't know your Muppet stuff. Pogo book. Pogo was an old comic strip, you know, the newspaper strip. It was a big influence on Jim Henson. He was a big fan of Pogo. So was my father. My father loved Pogo. This old comic strip. Henson did this for his high school newspaper. Something I just noticed, this montage they got playing here in the front is right underneath the cone of silence from Get Smart. So you can stand under here and they can lower the cone of silence. There it is. Never worked right. Over here we have a Kermit the Frog puppet from 1978. But take a look at it. This is not an actual like hand puppet. If you notice, there's nowhere to put your hand in here. This is like what they would call, I think they called this like a photo puppet or a photo model. If they were taking pictures of the Muppets, they would have these that they have like armatures in them, so you can put them in different poses. Like if you were reading Muppet Magazine back in the 80s, and you had a lot of shots of the Muppets sitting around. They would use these kind of puppets. They got a board over here celebrating Henson's roots in local television with Sam and Friends. There's the cast of Sam and Friends. That was his first TV show to people who aren't familiar with it. And moves on to his commercial work. There's Wilkins Coffee. Those are great commercials. You can find them on YouTube. They're worth watching if you've never seen the Wilkins Coffee commercials. It's an old newspaper ad. Old newspaper ad advertising Sam and Friends. Look at that. There's an article, a reproduction of an article from Baltimore American Life. Handfuls of humor. And here's the Beautiful Day puppet who appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show. And now this, unlike the Kermit one, I do believe this is actually a puppet. You can kind of see where the hand would go in on this one, whereas Kermit was just a photo model. But him, you can get a hand up in there if you so desire. Chris, would you like to get a hand up in him?
I mean, who wouldn't like to get a hand up in a beautiful day?
Yeah. There you go. I showed one of the Wilkins Coffee ads. Well, here's the puppets from those ads. Wilkins and Wonkins. And again, these are actually puppets. Look at them. They are pretty exciting. And these are from 79 and 81. So these are not the originals that would have been used in the commercials. These are reproductions. Here's some puppets called Billy and Sue from 1962. A series of unaired public service announcements from the National Council of Churches. They also appear in Shrinkle and Stretchel, an industrial film. So, I don't know, I've never seen these before either. Here's some unusual puppets. These are gas pump puppets used from an old Marathon gasoline ad. Look at them. In 1963. I don't think I've ever seen these before. I don't even think I've seen that commercial before. I'm gonna have to look for that commercial. Okay, I saw this exhibit in New York in March of 2020. So I want you to think about that. March of 2020, just a couple weeks before the entire world shut down due to a major virus taking the country by storm. And I was at the Museum of the Moving Image, and I saw this display where they were encouraging people to stick their hand inside a puppet. So 1 week before the entire country shut down, I stuck my hand inside a puppet in a public place, which in retrospect was probably not the best idea. But as a vaccinated individual, I feel less apprehensive about this today than in March of 2020.
Yeah, it wasn't great for me either.
This is a toy Ralph puppet that was put out by Ideal Toys in 1966. They were the first licensed merchandise of the Henson characters. They put out Ralph, they put out Kermit, and they had a couple other characters. And there it is. I think Ralph at that time was just about the most famous Muppet. He was appearing on TV regularly. So I've seen the commercials for this, and actually Ralph gets more screen time in the commercial than Kermit, because it's hard to imagine today. But yeah, at that time, I think more people knew Ralph than Kermit the Frog. All right, we are coming into Sesame Street over here. There's my boy Bert, Ernie and my boy Bert, and the counts in the background. There's Grover. Look at this. This is the same image we saw coming in at the check-in counter. An image of Frank Oz and Jim Henson working Bert and Ernie with Richard Hunt doing one of the arms. It's a very classic image right there. But there it is, and we saw it coming in too. There's Jim and Frank. But look, there he is, Ernie with Rubber Ducky, and everyone's favorite Sesame Street character, Bert. I got to meet Bert once, and I'll pop a picture in here. Now, again, these are puppets, not photo models. You can tell. You can tell because there's places to put your hands in their buttocks. So those are puppets. Let's check out Grover over here. Is Grover a puppet or a photo model? I don't know. Can I get my hand in his butt? Actually, I can't tell. I'm gonna go with photo model on Grover. I believe Grover is a photo model. Let's get Chris's expert opinion. Chris.
Yes.
Grover, photo model or puppet?
Let's see. Always check the butt first. So
yes, I did check the butt.
Check the butt first.
I checked the butt.
Yeah, I think this is a photo puppet.
That is what I said too. Bert and Ernie?
Those are puppets.
That's
I'm pretty
what
sure
I
those
said.
are puppets.
That's what I said. You can.
Buttocks is exposed.
Yes.
That's how you know.
You can give them the proctology exam, so therefore, hand puppet. Sure to make Dave Perillo jealous. It's the Wriggling Brothers circus set with worm puppets. Dave's favorite character is Slimy. And here's Slimy and all his worm friends putting on a circus act. In fact, just last night, I was at the Sesame Place store with Dave, and do you know what he bought? He bought a Slimy plush. So here we are, 24 hours later, and I'm looking at this Slimy exhibit. Dave would be jealous right now. It's Halloween, so here's my favorite vampire, the Count. And as you can see, he is definitely a hand puppet. Look, there's a place to give him the proctological exam. So therefore, you can get a hand up in him. He is a hand puppet. You know, some people say when they ask for your favorite vampire, if you say the Count, they say he doesn't count, but he does all the time. Here's a picture of Jerry Nelson performing the Count, or as he was known to his friends, Jer Bear. At least, I assume that's what his friends called him. Chris, do you think Jerry Nelson was known as Jer Bear to his friends?
Jer Cow.
Jer Cow.
Bears, no.
Well,
Bears wear hats. You know.
But no, but Gladys was performed by Richard Hunt. Wouldn't he be like Rich Cow?
That's why it was a thing, because it was a play on that.
They have an exhibit that says I could design an anything Muppet. And this is what he looks like from the start, and I can change his appearance. So I'm going to do so. Take off his hair, take off his horns. We're gonna give this guy a whole new look. Take off his beard. There we go. First thing we're gonna do is give him fiery red hair and a cowboy hat. He's gonna get one horn. He's gonna be a unicorn now. We're gonna go with these eyes. And I don't remember which nose I took off him. There we go. Now he's a cowboy unicorn. That's my anything Muppet. There we go. Now this exhibit, I saw this in New York, but something's missing. When I saw it in New York, Roosevelt Franklin was in here. They had Ernie and Roosevelt Franklin. Roosevelt is missing, which is unfortunate. But there's Ernie. And the most famous Sesame Street book of all. Check out the back of the Wriggling Circus. Built and painted by Scenic Variety Studios. Muppet character book. I love that image. I love that image. I always text that to people on Thanksgiving. Oh, there's the goat. Little Jerry. Guy Smiley's a chef there. Here's Roosevelt Franklin. A lot of these images were in the old Sesame Street library books from the 70s. I remember so many of these images from that book. All right, we're entering into the Muppet Show wing of the exhibit. They got the old pitch reel they used to sell the show in 1975. That was the pitch reel that Henson put together to try to sell it. And here we come to good old Bunsen and Beaker. There they are, and these are definitely hand puppets. Look at them. And Beaker seems to be screaming. "Ah!" Something horrible's happened to him. Look at him. You can tell. Here's Scooter, 1975 puppet. This, I'm going to say, is a photo double. This is a photo model. If I'm correct on this, I believe this is every single episode of The Muppet Show being played at the same time. I think this is the entire run of the series at once. All right, this is kind of fascinating. I mentioned that we were watching every episode of The Muppet Show playing simultaneously, but you'll notice a lot of the squares have gone black. These are the episodes that just ran their end credits. So it looks like they're all going to start up. Huh. Looks like they're skipping the opening credits because this one just popped back up. It's wild. Look at all those end credits rolling at once. All these end credits, look. It's wild. One by one, they're all coming to a close. And then I think they're just going to all start up again. They're all going to start up from the beginning. Here we go. Here we go. Every episode's over. Now we're going to watch them all start. Waiting. Look. Some at the bottom. Look, they're all beginning. Here's Pops checking in the guests. There's Scooter saying five minutes of curtain. There we go. They're all starting up. Including an episode that's been banned. You can't watch that episode anymore. The guest star was not a good guy. But If you want to sit and watch it in the corner, you can watch that episode right there. Look at all those opening credits. Look at this. This is wild. It's every episode of the show at once. It's crazy. It's nuts. And here we got some puppets of Jim, Frank Oz, and Jerry Nelson. These were for a sketch on the Perry Como Winter Show, but they were also used on the Muppet Show. This one was used quite frequently. And there they are in action.
I'd like to see if I have heard you right. You'd like to go tomorrow and return tomorrow night. You should have gone tomorrow, yesterday, and back.
There we go.
You had gone tomorrow, yesterday, now don't you see? You could have gone
It's a sketch for their costumes.
schedule is right. Today it gets tomorrow and returns tomorrow.
Right, we've come into a room devoted to the Muppet Babies. Look at these animation cells from the old Muppet Babies cartoon. You got my shadow in the way. I wish there was some way you could get out of the shot so you don't put my shadow in there. There's also storyboards. These are storyboards from Muppet Caper, though. Those aren't from the cartoon. Those are from the bike scene in Muppet Caper. But yeah, there they are. There's the Muppet Babies themselves. Miss Piggy and Fozzie. Now see, this tells you flat out these are photo puppets. That's telling you right out. These were not hand puppets. These are photo puppets used for photography. But they're pretty cool looking. Especially with Fozzie. Look at him. Oh my God, look at him. It's fantastic. Then they got an exhibit here on the Muppets on the big screen. We got the movie posters for Muppet Movie. The Muppets Take Manhattan, which is coming out on 4K disc this week, by the way. You can get the Muppets Take Manhattan on 4K starting this week. And the Great Muppet Caper. Oddly, these are out of sequence. This was the third movie, and this was the second movie, so they really should flip-flop positions on the wall. I wonder why they put Manhattan before Caper. Interesting, but there they are. This is my favorite. Takes Manhattan. That's my favorite of the three. In fact, it's my favorite Muppet movie overall. This is my favorite Muppet movie. Immersive Worlds. This is Dark Crystal, Fraggle Rock, and Labyrinth. They're showing clips from Dark Crystal over here. There's Kira and Fizzgig. And look, these are Kira and Jen puppets. There's Jen. There's Kira. Look at them. They are beautiful. Again, I don't know if these are puppets or... These look like photo doubles, I would say. Look, they don't look very articulated. Look at their face. They don't... I would imagine these are photo doubles. Here they are. Everyone's favorite Gelflings, Jen and Kira. Here's some design sketches by Brian Frau of what they thought Jen and Kira might look like before they finalized the design. And there's some shots of Henson and Kathy Mullen performing them on set. I absolutely love the Dark Crystal. Look at that shot. I'm all puppeteering some Skeksis. Those guys are all puppeteering a single Skeksy. Look at that. That's one Skeksy. Look how many people it's taking to work it. Augra. Augra's over here from the Dark Crystal. How's it going, Augra? Hello. I am Augra. Look at her. She is impressive. It's good to see you, Augra. Over here we can see that Augra has quite a large butt. You know, like Pee-wee said to Simone, everyone's got a big butt. Let's talk about your big butt. Let's talk about Augur's big butt. No, do not talk about Augur's big butt. Sorry, Augur. Yes, you should be sorry. My big butt is not something you will be talking about.
Augur's got a big butt that you cannot lie. These other Augurs can't deny that when the world walks in with fraud in their mind and a brown screen in their butt, you get sprung.
We're getting into Fraggle Rock now. Look at this. It was originally going to be called The Woozle Show. The Woozle Show. These are the early sketches of what the Fraggles might look like. There you go. Not too far off. They look like a mix between a Fraggle and the Sneetches. Okay. Oh, they look even more Sneetch-like in this picture. That's an early version of the Gorgs and the Doozers. There we go. There's Red and Wembley Fraggle, and if you look here, it's Steve Whitmire's headset. This is the headset Steve Whitmire would have used on the set while he was performing Wembley. Wembley's my favorite Fraggle. Look at this. We got these. These are the dolls. These are actually the dolls that were from Sarah's room in the movie. Fiery and Ludo. There's Lancelot. He's the one who started all the trouble. It was Lancelot going missing that made Sarah call upon the Goblin King. So here's the Goblin King. But that's the troublemaker right there, Lancelot. If he hadn't have gone missing into Toby's crib, none of this would have happened. Then over here, look at this. That is the dress Jennifer Connelly wore at the end of the movie in the dream sequence where she dreamt that she was at that costume ball with the Goblin King, and there's David Bowie's costume. One of my regular viewers, Perry Fisher, had asked me once if I knew where she could come and see this very dress. And at the time, I didn't really have an answer for her. But I do now. If you get here before December 30th, you could see it at the Maryland Center for History and Culture. There it is. Look, the back of that dress is big enough to even house Augur's huge butt. You can fit Augur's butt in that dress. Very puffy arms. There it is. We're at the end. Check this out. Look at this publicity still from the Jim Henson Hour. And it's got my boy Digit on it. One of my favorite unsung Muppets. I would love to see Digit make a comeback. He was basically the Muppet equivalent of Christopher Walken. If Christopher Walken was a Muppet, he would be Digit. Did you like Digit?
How many frigates? No, I love it. He was a great little robot. He was awesome, man.
He was very Christopher Walken-esque, wasn't he?
I could see that. Kermit! He was great. I was hoping he would make an appearance in the Muppets Mayhem as a production engineer or a keyboard or something. Not a keyboardist, just a keyboard, because
that would be great. That would be great. And these characters also appeared on a sitcom that shall not be named. A sitcom where the star liked to put things in people's drinks.
You put the pill in the pudding, and then the pudding in the people.
That's a good impression. And then over here we got look at these some other stills. Here they're shooting Muppet Vision 3D. But look, here's the one that'll make my daughters go crazy. Jim Henson and Leonardo. Leonardo, the favorite turtle in my house with my girls. My girls love Ninja Turtles, and Leo is their runaway favorite character. And there's Jim and Leo. All right, this screen was in my previous video at the Museum of the Moving Image a couple years ago, but this is the screen they used to say goodbye to us, this montage here. And they've brought it out here to Maryland, the same montage. So if you've been to New York to that exhibit, you probably are familiar with this. But this also means Jim's saying goodbye to us. We're done. We're done. That's going to do it for this Jim Henson exhibit at the Maryland Museum of History and Culture. Did I get that right? I
Something
think I
like
got
that.
right.
It's close to it.
It's a pretty cool exhibit. If you've seen the one in New York at the Museum of the Moving Image, it's very similar. You will see some of the same stuff, not all the same stuff. But I mean, look, it doesn't matter. Even if you've seen it before, the Muppets are like old friends. You can visit it again and again and again. But only here until December 30th, because it's going away December 30th.
And this has traveled through this. I think this may be the 5th place it's been, and this is the last place it's going to be for the foreseeable future. They want to put some of these things away because they've been out for so long on display. They're getting like light-sensitive issues, so they're putting things away. So who knows where and when this will pop up again.
Yeah, so if you have the means to get to Maryland before December 30th, come check it out. Who doesn't want to see more Muppets? But if you want more Muppet stuff on a daily basis, you can visit the Muppet Stuff blog, hosted by our good pal Chris here, on your computers, on the website, the Bloggy Blog, or the YouTube.
On the Tubes of Youb and the Books of Faces and all that stuff. The medias of socials.
Soon to be Blue Sky. You'll be joining Blue Sky in the next 24 hours, I think.
I'm sure the sky is blue somewhere, so I'm sure I'll be looking at, who knows? Who knows where you can find me? But you know where you can find me? At MuppetStuff.blogspot.com.
And that's going to do it for this adventure. If you liked what you saw, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, tell a friend, get more friends to subscribe, and we're going to go on more adventures soon. And keep wearing those pajamas.
Oh, man, I'm wearing jeans today.
Keep wearing those pajamas with the plastic feet. Keep wearing those pajamas. Tell everyone you meet. Keep wearing those pajamas with the back door flap. Keep wearing those pajamas. Don't open, it's a trap. Oh no, it's a trap. Some people call them PJs, some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander Adamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas. I know we're having fun. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now the song is done.
We're passing the creepiest ice cream truck I've ever seen. Look at these people. And it's called Mr. Tasty Soft Ice Cream. Look at that font. This is like an ice cream truck you use to lure children in to kill them. That's horrifying.
Look, this one's got the blood of the infidels on it. Dripping right here.
Oh my lord. What have you done, Mr. Tasty Serve? The kids do not look amused.